Megan here. All right, so you guys have been bombarding me with this question ever since I made a video on stretch, weighted stretching and how it's like the fastest way, uh, movement wise, to grow a muscle. Again, you guys gotta understand. It, I looked at so many fucking studies in doing my research of like hypertrophy, testosterone, all those things that I have studies everywhere. I have studies on my last 2 to 3 laptops because before I upgraded to Mac, I was using Windows, and Windows has a fucking life for like 2 years. At least with me, it always fucking dies. So I kept buying new Windows laptops, and a lot of my information I would leave on there. Some I would try to transfer over. Some I couldn't transfer because some was on Microsoft Access, some was on Microsoft Excel. I was using database applications to try to organize everything. One of my old laptops back in 2012, the studies were on like fucking Notepad. So that's why I'm spitting out studies. And I'm like, guys, just Google that shit. You find it. But I was getting so many questions on there. I was like, all right, fuck you guys, fine. I went back to one of my old laptops, got it started on safe mode, and was able to find the link to the study. The link to the video, and this was like over 2 years ago. So I'm glad I found it. But anyway, I'm gonna put it in the description. Check it out. It was done by Carrie Simpson, I believe her name was, and it's just one of many studies that emphasize the importance of the stretch when it comes to hypertrophy. Long story short, they took a guy, put him on a leg press machine, and they only worked on one leg, just to, use the other leg as a control group, and they just kept it in the stretch, no contraction, just in the stretch position. And after 8 weeks, no, 6 weeks, he experienced tremendous growth. 8% is a lot, guys. 8% is a lot of growth when it comes to muscle mass, especially in only 6 weeks. And I've mentioned that study before too. So if you haven't watched the video on the stretch, check it out. But yeah, and that's not the only study, guys. There's so many. I started researching that when I first heard about the avian study years ago. And I also made videos about that. It's super old. And I felt, I stumbled upon that. There's a bunch of other studies too. Jose Antonio did a bunch of studies. Jacob Wilson did a bunch of them too. Like I said, when the science and the bro science agree on one thing, I'm serious. But anyway, I've been getting so many questions on that fucking calf study that here it is. Here's the video that answers it all. I got to mention, one key factor in the study was, although the muscle grew, his strength went down. The amount of the force the muscle was able to produce went down, which is another proof that you do not have to get stronger to get bigger. I've been beating that topic out for years, and I still have subscribers either messaging me, commenting on the videos and telling me, the only way to get bigger is to get stronger. And I'm practically done. And you guys know how angry I get every time I hear that, because it is the not only, again, just like I told you, when studies and bro science agree, I'm sold. In the same way, when science and bro science disagree on something, I'm also sold. And there's a ton of research that shows that you could grow, without focusing on strength gains. It's a byproduct. As the muscle grows, you do get stronger, which obviously forces you to use more weight. Progressive overload. If you're getting stronger, if you used to lift 5 pounds and now your muscles are bigger and you naturally get stronger because your body adapted to that weight, of course it's natural to increase the weight, But I don't want you guys to fall into the fallacy of thinking that the only way to build muscle is to get stronger. No. There's so much study, so much research backing it up, and I've given you guys so many anecdotes and bro science and things like that. I've explained even the people I work with, the people I've trained, my body, how I was way stronger at 17 than I am now, yet, muscles are way bigger and things like that. But anyway, just that's something I want to throw out there for the naysayers. So if you're trying to get stronger calves, I don't recommend, using this tactic unless you're also supplementing that with strength training. Remember, there's a lot of correlation between the two, but there's also a lot of differences. All right, so throwing that out there, I'm out.